relationship. A little place, they only have a couple of seats, but they had like the little lunch counter set up. That, of course, is closed right now. We have a special episode today. We collaborated with our fellow YouTuber extraordinaire, ActionKid, aka Kenneth, and we're gonna lead him around the East Village, our own neighborhood, and show him some of our favorite spots and talk about the interesting history about the East Village, because there's a lot of different immigrant populations that started different businesses here, and we're gonna just have a fun time and explore.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
Let's see what we can find in the East Village.
Yeah, and ActionKid is just ActionKid. It's easy to find. We'll put the link in the description too. Extra good. An amazing little place. They have all sorts of like jewelry, and I guess you could say a good word would be tchotchkes. Right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I don't know if she sees us. Hi, how are you? How are you? Oh, I'm just here with a friend. This is our friend Kenneth, has a really popular YouTube channel, and I wanted to point out Katinka and just bring awareness of your beautiful. Can he show inside some of your beautiful merchandise?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Very narrow in here.
Yes.
We fit on as many people as want.
Wow, so many different colors, materials.
Yeah, do you want to tell us how you curate the selection here? Because I mean, it's very unusual.
Yeah, because I go to India and I work with a women's self-empowerment group there, and they make a lot of the things here. And the rest of the stuff I just pick up, you know, because I've been going for over 40 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's like my second home, you know. So that's how it happens.
And I was telling Kenneth that usually we can find your husband outside. Oh, that he's a musician, but it's so cold tonight, I guess.
He'll be here later.
Oh, he will?
Okay.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, he's usually playing the guitar. And
Right, that's right.
Now, how has it been for you? I mean, has your landlord, helped or given you a break or been reasonable?
Not a small break, but I don't know if we're going to be able to manage.
Oh,
We've been here for over 40 years.
I mean, and is this one of the addresses that's like half? You know, is it, you know how like there's 40 and a half?
No, but it is, it's just a space between two buildings, because if you go outside, above this is just the roof of this store. So this is a space between this building and that building.
Wow.
Oh, and I see you have your own label.
That's the thing, these are the things that the women make in the village.
Oh, wow.
So this is silk, it's all pieces of old silk saris patched together by the women.
Wow.
And then it's double layer, so you can wear it on the plain side or this side, the reversible. And then on top of that, there's embroidery.
Oh, can you show us? Yes.
Yes, so this is called kanta work. See it? These stitches here?
Yes, yes.
So that's there. That's on.
And is that all done by hand then?
Everything's done by hand, yeah. And see, if you turn it on this side, you can wear it on this side, and you have the kanta work as well. This is what I do when I'm over in India, is I supervise all this and design it. And
Oh, you do? You find the patterns and you say, oh, how about this with this?
I don't say how about, I say please do this. And the shapes and everything. See, this one I did different kind of shapes of patches.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And this is so reasonable. I mean, this one, $125 for this craftsmanship like this. I mean,
And a lot of them are just $85 too.
wow.
Ones like pants, traditional Indian pants, but these are made out of patchwork denim. So there's no foot traffic. And there's, of course, no tourists, no foreign tourists, nothing. So there's no people.
Would you say a large percentage of your business was because of just people wandering by
Yes,
and then...
of course, the East Village, everyone loves it.
Yeah.
But they're not here to do it. Everyone left New York. They couldn't afford it. I have Instagram, but you can't buy from it. But you can call us and say, I want one of those, and I'll send you pictures.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so you want my phone number, I can tell you that.
Go right ahead. We don't mind.
So it's 212-677-7897.
Well, to us, it's gems like this that defined the neighborhood. I mean, that's why we moved to the neighborhood back in the 1980s. Is because of all these small little unique stores. Try to do what we can to
I know you do.
Help raise awareness. Yeah.
Just your visit makes me feel better.
Oh, let me give you there a socially distant hug. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm here with a very special guest today.
Hi.
She's Carla from the James and Carla YouTube channel, Carla with a K. It's December 2nd, 2020, and today we're going to do a tour of the East Village. She's going to be our guide, and we're going to go visit some local businesses, see what they have to offer, and check out the neighborhood. So let's get started.
Awesome. And it's cold.
Yeah, it's
you
cold
always see
too.
the temperature, so.
I don't know what the temperature is. I didn't have time to check,
but it is chilly.
Yeah.
So right now, we're in front of John's of 12th Street, and it's an old Italian restaurant. In fact, it's been in business, I want to show you, point it out, since 1908. And it's actually the oldest Italian restaurant in all of the East Village. And the East Village is, a lot of people don't realize, but the East Village had a huge Italian population back in the early 1900s. And it was kind of centered around 11th and 12th Streets. And there used to be many more Italian restaurants. I mean, we moved to the neighborhood in like the 1980s, and there were a lot more. But this is the only one surviving left. And it's a family-owned business. Amazing Italian food, and not only traditional Italian food, which they make on the premises, like including their own pasta and sauces, using like the regional family recipes brought from Bologna, Italy, but also they have a vegan menu. So they kind of changed with the times, like instead of just staying, oh, we're gonna just do our traditional Italian menu, they realized that East Village is gentrified and a lot of people that want, vegan food moved in, so they mirror the, like whatever they serve, like the meatballs, they have, a vegan meatball. So it's really cool. So we're gonna go inside because it's extra gorgeous inside, and I'm gonna point out some interesting things. Of course, Hudson, if you noticed, cannot go inside, but he's very interested because he loves their meatballs. Isn't that right, Hudson? He has meatballs. He knows the word even. Okay, sit. So let's go inside and check it out.
All right.
Now, it's interesting because it used to be a speakeasy during Prohibition, and that's an important thing because I'm going to talk to you about it. Hey, Johnny! Hi! So one of the beautiful things about John's is the inlaid tile floor. Look at how beautiful this mosaic tile is. Really gorgeous. And this is all original. And on the ceiling, along the whole ceiling, you can see these murals. Let me just show you real quick. These are the city-states of Italy. So years ago, Italy was like kind of divided into the different city-states. So all along the ceiling are these beautiful city-state murals. And then, show you some more. Oh, and these are the crests of the different city-states. And then, along the floor is this beautiful terrazzo. Look at that. I mean, they just don't make buildings like this anymore with the craftsmanship that's here. So now we're gonna head into towards the back. As I said, this was a speakeasy during Prohibition, and I'm gonna show you how everyone went upstairs to drink the homemade hooch through a trapdoor in this old 1919, I'm gonna squeeze by, GE refrigerator. Isn't that amazing? I mean, look at this. This is a real old refrigerator, and they made a trapdoor through it that led to upstairs. And then, ever since Prohibition ended, they've been burning the candles in the back room because the back room was actually a newer addition. They created that after Prohibition ended because it used to be where they made in the backyard. This was actually the backyard where they made the homemade hooch, Miss Pucciata. And ever since, to celebrate that Prohibition ended, they've been burning these candles in the back room. And they use 12,000 candles a year. They keep them burning and they give it a little shave every so often when the piles get too high. And yeah, it's just a lovely, lovely, lovely restaurant. Pan around. And yes, we hope you come support it because it's difficult, you know, during the coronavirus pandemic, they're only allowed 25% capacity indoors. And outdoor dining, now that it's cold, well, doesn't really make much sense. So please help support John's.
Okay.
I don't have any meatballs for you. Maybe later, okay, Hudson? All right? Towards 2nd Avenue. Because John's on 12th Street, it's between 1st and 2nd Avenue, but it's closer to 2nd. And I think we can just stop right here because it's better appreciated from across the street. And it's this cinema. And you can see it's closed now due to coronavirus. It's called the Village East, which is a movie theater now. But it used to be a Yiddish theater. It's really gorgeous cinema. When you go inside, if you get tickets when it's finally open, hopefully next year, ask to, make sure you see a movie in the main theater, like the big theater, because in the ceiling there's this gorgeous Moorish architecture, like there's this beautiful plaster ceiling, and it's like absolutely fabulous, the plaster work. Doesn't it smell so nice though?
Oh yeah, it smells very beautiful. Yeah. And this St. Mark's in the Bowery here.
Yes, this is another church that I'm going to point out right now. See, so there's some even larger trees over here. And yeah, let's go over here in front of the church and I'll point it out. Oh wow, we got it. I can't even put my arm around it. It's enormous.
It's a Clark Griswold tree.
Yeah, Clark Griswold tree for anybody that knows the movie.
Of a certain age, yeah.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation. It's a classic. If you don't know it, look it up on Google it, and you'll laugh hysterically at what we're talking about when we say Clark Griswold tree. Yeah, a little friend for Hudson. He's always making friends. So, you might say, well, why in the world are we stopping in front of Chase Bank, and what could possibly be the significance of this Chase Bank? But it's super significant because this was the location of the 2nd Avenue Deli, which was a really, really, really famous Jewish deli that was founded in 1954, like right in this building at this storefront. And And sadly, you know, it was forced to close because of a huge rent increase. It closed in 2006. Their rent was raised, and this was in 2006, from $24,000 a month to $33,000 a month. People like think, oh, the second Avenue Deli originally closed because the owner was killed, and that's true. The owner was killed. Like 10 years prior to that, in 1996, the owner was killed. He was locking up for the night, and he had a bag of cash, and he was going to the bank, which was like just down the street, and he got robbed, and they killed him. And his name was Abe Leewald, and they never found the killer. In fact,
still unsolved today, to this day.
the other cool reason we're stopping is Abe Leewald installed in the sidewalk these stars, and it's like the Jewish Walk of Fame, just like Hollywood has a Walk of Fame, but this is all stars of like the Yiddish theater. Well, Veselka was also, just like 2nd Avenue Deli was founded in 1954, so was Veselka. And interestingly enough, when Veselka first started, it wasn't like a restaurant like it is today. And it specializes in Ukrainian food, but when it first opened, it was more like a kind of like a candy store founded by a Ukrainian immigrant, Vladimir Darmashal. That's what they became known for, like Ukrainian comfort food. And today, still, they are known for their pierogies. That's why I asked, did you have their pierogies? They have 4 full-time women that just make pierogies every single day, like 3,000 to 4,000 pierogies a day. And then they serve like...
I feel bad, I didn't get him now.
Yeah, now you have to. And they also specialize in some potato pancakes. They make like 2,500 potato pancakes every week. And they sell 5,000 gallons of borscht, which is like a beet soup, a year. And that's a lot of borscht, just a lot of beets. So it's a great place. I mean, as you can see, it's cold tonight, so there's hardly anybody here. The area of the East Village had a huge Ukrainian population that moved in here. In fact, like, I guess around 1970, there was like more than 20,000 Ukrainians living in this small area of the East Village, was centered around this neighborhood. So I want to show you this beautiful, beautiful little toy store for children. Sadly, it's closing. And, you know, puppets and just children's books, and she curates the selection. And it was a really wonderful shop. But, you know, because of the coronavirus pandemic, her business declined so much that she just decided to retire. Because as you can see, there's really nobody walking on the street. It's pretty empty. So we're just walking down East 9th Street now. And East 9th Street has a lot of beautiful little boutiques. That's what it's always been known for. Beautiful little boutique stores that you can see. A lot of clothing stores. Vintage shops. Sadly, some things are for lease, some are empty. This one too. But it's still really cute. It's a really lovely street. And a lot of shops stay open fairly late. Like, I call it the East Village hours. Like, they might not open until 12 or 1 or maybe even 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but then they'll stay open later in the evening. Oh, there's an apartment that could take a big Christmas tree. Look at that one.
Yeah.
Right, Kevin? That's a pretty tall ceiling. Oh, that's a pretty tall one, for sure. That's why I like it. I figured I'd point it out. This building was an old horse stable.
Oh, it looks like one.
Yeah.
Hey,
hi, how are you?
Good, how are you guys doing tonight?
Good. This is Hudson's friend.
Oh.
Hudson, you need a green locator light like that. Good night.
Take care, guys. Bye.
More vintage shops. That has a lot of vintage shops on this block, so it's a really fun little shopping. Oh, this is Hudson's veterinarian. visit a pizzeria.
Stromboli?
No, not Stromboli. We can visit Stromboli also. This is East Village Pizzeria. It's not nearly as old as Stromboli. Stromboli's been open since, like, I think 1969. This is a newer pizzeria. This is his window. This is where he gets his pizza from. So East Village Pizza was founded by Frank and his brother, and in 2003. So it's not as old a pizzeria as many others in the neighborhood. But the interesting thing about it is they have a lot of different specialty pizzas, including like a Black Sea pizza and these interesting creations that Frank has come up with on his own, including like a double stack pizza. So he makes like a pizza, and as you can see, Hudson loves the pizza, and then another pizza on top of it. So it's like a double layer pizza, like usually margarita on the bottom and then pepperoni on the top, or you know, whatever you really want. Baked ziti on the bottom and then pepperoni on the top. You gotta get that picture, Jimmy.
This is how a dog waits for pizza.
You want some pepperoni?
You know he does.
Okay, come on.
Okay, come on. Hudson's gonna get some pepperoni. You got it rolling?
Yeah, I got it, bro.
Can I get some pepperoni? It's okay. It's okay.
Wow.
You can actually.
Honey, I'm coming around. Give it a second.
Oh, you gonna toss it to him? You gotta toss it to him.
Okay, hold on.
This is for YouTube. Make it
Yeah.
good.
All right. Go ahead.
Underhand. Toss it underhand. Oh, all right. You're spoiling him. Wait, yeah.
Well,
toss
I'm gonna
it.
get a.
Told you the pepperoni was his favorite. This time you had the pepperoni without the pizza. That's it.
Eat the whole pie.
Complete. Yeah. You ate the whole pie minus the pizza. Yeah. Look. All right. Now this is what I wanted to show you. That he's really ready. You're gonna catch. Catch.
Got it.
That was the money shot. Oh yeah, this is another thing that Frank is known for, his cheesy garlic knots. All right, so let's go in. Frank's gonna give us a tour. Thank you, Frank. And our favorite is the margarita right here. And of course, you already know Hudson's favorite, the pepperoni. Talk about the double stack.
Right, the
yeah.
double stack pizza.
Yeah, come by the double stack. That's
Double
even
stack
better.
Pizza, it's actually, I've been making it last year and a half. It's just like one day I just wanted to make something different. I made it like pizza on pizza. The first I made the pizza and then we named it with a couple of friends. I asked people like, what should I name it? Double stack, double decker, or stuffed pizza. It's not really a stuffed pizza, but which is just an idea. So I made the pizza first, but it's not that I just made it one day. I wake up, I think about it, and I just made it. It's not like that. Behind this pizza, there's 22 years experience. Also something different. Like, you don't see this pizza nowhere else. After I made it, people tried to copy it, but thank God the people knows, like,
You're the
customer
OG.
knows the original way to go. So that's why it didn't make, I don't mind being copied, but I don't copy nobody. I'm so far, whatever I make, it's my creation. I did not copy anybody in the world. I don't mind them to copy me, but I don't copy. Like, people are asking me to make mac and cheese pizza. I'm not making it. Because if I make it, you can find it anywhere else. Like, why would I copy somebody that was already making mac and cheese? Instead of that, I make baked ziti pizza. I can make pizza with blindfolded. I have videos of that. Yeah. Cheese has been around for like millions of years. Like, cheese is not unhealthy. If you have it more than what you need, everything is unhealthy, right?
Frank is having to make this exact double stuffed pizza. So it's a buffalo chicken on the bottom layer, and then the pepperoni, extra good cheesiness on the top. And they're making it now, and then we're gonna go outside in the outdoor dining area and try it. So he's already have the, are you on the second layer now?
Can you lift the layer a little bit so they can see inside? On from this, yeah. There you go. Yeah. Okay, just lift the layer a little bit. Yep. There you go.
Ah, there we go.
That's what that's. Wow. Now he's gonna add the pepperoni. Okay, business was done completely at the first 2 weeks.
Like 90%.
Yeah, and then it went up. It went up. I kept it open for delivery. Went up and it went up. So far, we could say we are working with like 50-60% capacity, which is. I'm so glad that I can survive because I know a lot of businesses are closing down. They're
Right.
still closing. They close down.
Hudson is waiting impatiently, but you already had lots of pepperoni, so there should be no complaints from you. No
Yeah,
complaints.
you're good to go.
Never enough. Oh my God! Oh wow! Oh wow!
All right,
Oh
we got
my
heater.
God! Wait, Hudson is. No! Back up!
Perfect.
All right, we're gonna
Go.
stand here.
We're rolling.
Wow.
Wow!
That's so much cheese.
Oh my God! Extra,
Smells so good,
extra
too.
good. It does smell good, even through the mask.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Wow.
God! Woo. Now that's a creation.
That is a pizza.
Thank you, Frank.
I don't even think you call this a pizza. Maybe it's a cake. It's like a pizza cake.
A pizza cake.
Hold my pizza king. Pizza. Ready?
Yep.
Pizza squared, like pizza to the two. Wow, look at that. Oh my
Cheese
God,
just
look at all the
dripping off the
cheese. Oh my
slice.
God. Wow. Now just a single slice, if you could call it, it's really a single double slice. Oh my God, look at the
Oh,
cheese
look at
fall.
Wow, look at this.
Oh wow.
Oh
You
man.
even got cheese hanging off the edge.
I know. That's good.
Frank, I
Coming
think
down.
we need double plate.
I know.
Double plate because it's so heavy. Even triple plate. Wow. Oh my God.
That's what's up.
Oh my God. All right.
Look at that.
Okay, so where should we just stay right by here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Is that-
You could just sit there. Actually, there's a heater, so you can.
I think this is perfect
Whatever
because,
you like there.
Yeah.
Thanks for
We
the
got napkins.
oh yes, napkins we need
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Maybe to the side.
I'm gonna push it like over the edge.
I don't want
Okay.
to push it.
I'm ready, Jimmy.
Hold on.
Yep.
Just gonna go for this.
We're gonna do this.
At the same time, let's just go for it.
All right.
All right, mine is like coming out of the edge. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so good. Extra, extra,
goodness.
extra. I mean, I don't know how many extras this gets. Extra good. Oh, look at this.
It's really, really good. There's pepperoni in it, the chicken. I can taste some kind of sauce on the bottom layer. More cheese than you can ever want on this slice.
Yeah, the Ronnie cups are really, really good, right?
Yeah.
And definitely
Oh,
you can
man.
taste the buffalo chicken, which is in the underneath part. You can taste that like the spice to it,
Yeah,
right?
the
Like
spicy
that-
buffalo.
Yeah, it definitely has a kick to it
Yeah,
for sure.
and the cheese, it's a good texture too. It's very soft, stringy.
I agree.
I can't say anything wrong to say about this slice except that this.
No negativity. It just a lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
that's what I was gonna say. Except that it's a lot, and you probably don't want to eat this like every single day.
This is an extra
slice.
special occasion pizza. That's what I would say. All right, guys, so I want to recap what Frank already told us about this particular double stack. It has, on the inside layer, which, I mean, you can't even see because it's like all melted into one another now.
Fused now.
But in the inside, I'm gonna do a little pull like Frank did. You can see it's buffalo chicken. So this is their buffalo chicken pizza with extra cheese. And then on the top layer is a pepperoni pizza. So it's pepperoni with also extra cheese. So we have like cheese times 20. And then the buffalo chicken underneath, pepperoni Ronnie cups, extra good on top. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Take care. So how was that pizza? My gosh.
Extra good. It feels decadent. But the thing is when you get a double stack, you can't just get a slice. They only sell it by the pie. I mean, we had the large pie, so you can get a smaller version, but it doesn't lend itself to just selling it by the slice, you know, so you have to get the whole pie. This is a pretty old bar in East Village, the Holiday Cocktail Lounge. And they made it pretty festive for the holidays. We're on St. Mark's Place now, and I can tell you, it's totally different than when we first started hanging out in East Village and moved here. Because, I mean, I didn't grow up in this neighborhood, I grew up in the Bronx, but I've been coming to the East Village since the 80s. I want to point out a historic business that sadly was forced to close due to the coronavirus pandemic. And that's this right here. This was the site of Gem Spa. And Gem Spa was like an iconic 1940s candy store, and it became famous for its egg creams. It was like supposedly maybe either the very birthplace of the quintessential Lower East Side drink, the egg cream.
And here you go.
Oh, awesome. Vanilla egg cream. And look at that beautiful white foam. That's one of the reasons why they called it the egg cream, because of the egg white-like foam that rises to the top of the cup. But I like to think that it's because of the Yiddish word for echt keim, which is pure sweetness. So it's like an anglicized word is the egg cream. So let's give it a try. Wipe my milk mustache and I'm golden. Which, I don't know if you've ever had one, but despite its name, oh you have, oh cool.
Not a Gem Spa.
Not a Gem Spa, but it's made, despite its name, doesn't have any eggs in it, it doesn't have any cream in it. It's made with really cold milk, seltzer, and flavored syrup. So we're winding it up. We're going to visit two more businesses right here on 2nd Avenue by St. Mark's. First, we're going to talk about Paul's Da Burger Joint. And as you can see from the sign, established in 1989, they have the most amazing burgers. They are a half pound. So we cannot possibly fit it in our stomachs now after having our double stack pizza. But I'm going to show you here. If you peek through, they have to cook the hamburgers under a dome. They're so big and so juicy that in order to cook properly, can you see it, Kevin?
You can see it, yeah.
Yeah, they cook them under a dome. And they're amazing. And they've been open the whole time with the coronavirus pandemic. In fact, it was one of the only places, this and East Village Pizza, that were open. I mean, we walked around the neighborhood like in March when, you know, the height of the beginning of the pandemic, and nobody was around. It was a complete and utter ghost town. No traffic, no people, and we came by and like the lights were on Paul's, and we're like, oh my God, Jose's the manager. He's a longtime manager, were like, "Oh my God, Jose, you're here," and he's like, "Yeah, we're open," and then that's it. We had to get
We
a burger.
somehow knew everything was going to be okay.
Yeah, we felt comforted to know that they were still around. And now we're gonna walk to another great spot. Okay, so this is our very last stop. This is B&H Dairy. And they're saying B&H stands for better health, but it actually was the initials of the original owners, and it was like a Jewish Jewish restaurant. So, like I said, this area had a lot of Jewish people, Jewish population in the early 1900s. This is one of the oldest restaurants still in existence from back in the day. And the reason it's called B&H Dairy is that in the Jewish dietary laws, you're not allowed to mix like meat and dairy. So you can't serve like meat with eggs and milk and things like that. So they decided long ago when they first opened the restaurant that they were just going to go dairy. So it's a place where you can get like omelets and scrambled eggs in the morning, and it's no longer Jewish people that own it. In fact, it's in a strange twist of fate. It's owned by two immigrants who moved here. One is from Poland, and her name is Ola. She had been working across the street. There was a place called Stage Restaurant, which was forced to close. And she met her potential new husband, Fawzi, who's from Egypt. So he's a Muslim from Egypt and a Catholic from Poland, now own this Jewish dairy restaurant.
And Dad! Hudson! Look, Dad!
Oh, he loves
Say
that
hello.
challah bread.
Say hello. Hello. You love challah bread.
Yeah, he's getting his video moment now.
Not like this, you give me kiss. Long time he was not.
Yeah, he's just too hungry in the morning. What can we say?
How many? How many? No.
You sit, you greedy
Sit.
boy, greedy.
Sit.
And give paw.
Sit. Say hello. Hello.
He says, forget it. And it's kosher certified still. Like the rabbi comes and he inspects everything and he like blesses it. So even though it's not Jewish people at all that own it anymore, they still serve the original like Jewish food, matzah brie and blintzes, and just it's a great little homey place. I mean,
Homemade challah.
homemade challah bread that we make every day. If you peek through, you can see the old lunch counter. So it's a very narrow little place. They only have a couple of seats, but they had like the little lunch counter set up. That, of course, is closed right now, but you would just sit in that long little counter with the swivel stools. And I mean, it breaks our heart that they're struggling. We hope that they can survive. And for anybody watching this, if you're in the neighborhood, support to us. These little stores and these little restaurants, they really define the neighborhood. It what makes extra special East Village.
To the East Village. I certainly learned a lot. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks guys. Thanks for walking with us in the cold New York night.
But
Extra good.
All right, sign off now. Bye-bye.